All right, WaPo, alongside with Los Angeles Times, has decided not to endorse a candidate. And by that, I mean they've decided not to endorse Kamala Harris. This is now the second major newspaper that got the boss call. Another billionaire made the boss call and was like, nope, you're not doing it. An endorsement of Harris had been drafted by Post editorial page staffers, but had yet to be published, according to the two sources briefed on the sequence of events who spoke on the condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to speak publicly. The decision not to publish was made by the Post owner, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, according to the same sources. And now the WaPo editor has resigned. Scoop, Washington Post editor at large Robert Kagan confirms to me that he resigned from the Post following today's decision not to endorse in the presidential race. I want to say something here, okay? This is hollow. First of all, Jeff Bezos, even though he's my boss technically, okay? No disrespect, Jeff Bezos, but like, come on. That's number one. Number two, like, what are we doing? What are we doing in this country where billionaires could just be like a major distributed newspaper and its editorial team have no control over their own shit? That's crazy. Like, how does not a single person, how do you not look at this and go, what the is happening? You got Elon Musk that owns Twitter and is using Twitter to make it a Stormfront, okay? You got Jeff Bezos being like, nah, Washington Post, you can't endorse Kamala Harris. Like Kamala Harris, okay? Not a fan. You guys know this. But how the how is this a thing? How is nobody going, this seems kind of weird to me that like the editorial team cannot make this decision. A billionaire can make the boss call like this. This shit pisses me off. This is straight up Gilded Age shit. Now, the third thing I want to say is that these guys in the editorial team are cowards. Sorry. I know a lot of the wonderful journalists that work under your reign at the editorial team at Washington Post, Los Angeles Times as well. These guys only resign when the boss call is made because you can't endorse Kamala Harris. That's time for resignation. You didn't have any issues whatsoever with the direction of the paper at all up until this moment. 12 months of genocide. I know for a fact that the news teams and the editorial team is almost entirely at odds with the coverage on Israel. Like almost always. Every single place you go, it's the same shit. Every single news outlet right now has the exact same problem. Your journalists are like, bro, I'm seeing something and I want to write about it. This is insane. The editorial team is like, nah, it's fine. Don't write it. Or they're looking at it and they're going, let's massage this a little bit. Keep in mind that in 2020, when Bernie said that the Washington Post was biased against him, he got dragged through the mud. But I guess that wasn't a ridiculous proposition after all. Yeah, of course. Of course. LA Times union response. Comments are sad because the union saying don't cancel your sub and libs are saying no. Yeah, democracy dies in the darkness is pretty funny because like it is, okay? It is dying in the darkness. I guess we're in the darkness. Here's the last time Jeff Bezos tweeted. Our former president showed tremendous grace and courage under literal fire tonight. So thankful for his safety and so sad for the victims and their families. Jeff Bezos is the one guy that got duped by the Trump. The polls didn't even move except for one guy, Jeff Bezos. Also, this is the least shocking thing of all time. Jeff Bezos is a Silicon Valley tech bro. All of those Silicon Valley tech bros are so firmly committed to Donald Trump right now. When I tell you this, I'm telling you, dude, they are so far up Donald Trump's asshole that they're peeking out of his mouth. They got E. coli from the goddamn McDonald's fries that Donald Trump was cooking up. They are like this. They're firmly planted in his butthole. They love his shit. They do. That's why Mark Zuckerberg, who got hit with the Dominican Ray, was running around being like, yeah, actually, honestly, Donald Trump getting shot and then putting his fist up in the air. Badass. Pretty badass, dude. That race fist was pretty badass. Like, shut the fuck up. These guys are all charlatans. They've all been like Ayn Randian libertarian dipshits from the jump. And now they're on board with Donald Trump. Anyway, as Silicon Valley tech bro can confirm, my Dominican boss has gone full Trump. No. Mark Zuckerberg is who I'm talking about when I say he got hit with the Dominican Ray. Yeah. Everything is bad. oligarchy in the USA, starting in the USA. No, it's starting is here. It's been here, man. When was it not here? There has not been a moment where oligarchy wasn't here. What do you mean starting? This is what I've been telling you for a long time. The issue is now it's getting to a level where it's like making people uncomfortable because people are recognizing it. Having said that, however, things are probably not going to change. And on top of that, a lot of people are going to start recognizing, not necessarily recognizing it, but normalizing it. We just have this incredible tendency to look at like horrifying things that people warned us about in history books and just being like, it's fine. I got my jalapeno poppers. I'm good. That's where we're at right now. I mean, look at that. Man-made horrors beyond human cognition every single day coming out of what Israel is doing in Gaza and Lebanon. People are just like, all right, I got used to it. It is what it is, okay? You got billionaires making boss calls to major newspapers being like, no endorsement for Kamala Harris. Can't do it. You have no editorial control. Don't you forget who butters your bread. Don't you forget it. WaPo Guild response, they said they had the article drafted. We are deeply concerned that the Washington Post, an American news institution in the nation's capital, would make the decision to no longer endorse presidential candidates, especially a mere 11 days ahead of an immensely consequential election. The role of an editorial board is to do just this, to share opinions on the news impacting our society, culture, and endorse candidates to help guide readers. The message from our chief executive, Will Lewis, not from the editorial board itself, makes us concerned that management interfered with the work of our members in editorial. According to our own reporters and guild members, an endorsement for Harris was already drafted, and the decision to not publish was made by the Post owner, Jeff Bezos. We are already seeing cancellations from once loyal readers. This decision undercuts the work of our members at a time when we should be building our readers' trust, not losing it. Yeah, Jeff Bezos actually made the boss call because he was like, I don't think you can endorse genocide. That's what he did. Jeff Bezos is a PSL voter. He's in the tank. He's in the tank for PSL. Jeff Bezos would be like, I like Jill Stein, actually, because of her consistent support for the humanity of Palestinians. Yesterday, a liberal told me, I can see how you would think genocide comes with the package. I proceeded to tell her that genocide has been a part of the package since the beginning of capitalism. You think we'd learn by now? To which she just replied, that's just it. We can't learn, shaking my head. It's not necessarily that we can't learn. It's just that, I don't know. I just, the entire system is designed to get you to stop from thinking about these sorts of things. You'd go crazy, I think, if you were to constantly have to deal with like all of the awful shit that we do on a regular basis.